Hello and welcome to a quick 6-month video report on my new mini reef. I want to do one of these reports every 6 months so the growth and progression can be seen from one video to the next. Hopefully in the future this will be a thriving reef and then people can look back over the videos to see the build process and see how it all started. The tank's now 6 months old, but it's only been 3 months since the final build video, so very little's changed since then. I have added another fish since the last video though, a fire goby who's just brilliant. I've never had one before, and I was of the impression that they're quite shy and spend most of the day hiding, but I wanted to try one because I really like the colour scheme. When I saw this one in the store, he didn't back off at all. In fact, as I approached the tank, it seemed to be watching me as much as I was watching it. So I thought, that's the one for me, and he's actually getting along really well. I do feed the fish twice a day with something that's called marine cuisine, which is a fresh frozen food mix, so they're quite well fed. They don't have names yet though, so if you want to suggest names, please leave a comment below. I'll give you some good news and then potentially some bad. The parameters are really stable, and I mean really stable. I do a 5% weekly water change without fail, which is probably what's contributed to that. Despite the light output from the sole, I'm getting next to no nuisance algae in the aquarium. The filter seems to be working really well. The chaetomorpha algae has actually stopped growing now, but in the absence of algae in the tank, I think that leads me to conclude that there isn't really anything to feed it anyway, which is probably very good. The fish seem really healthy, active and happy, and they're really all I've got to look at to begin with until I start stocking up on the corals. So as far as waiting for the tank to mature for 8 to 12 months before I can start adding stony corals, everything seems to be going quite well. The corals have given me a bit of cause for concern though, because they've noticeably shrunk. Perhaps I added them too early, or the sole might be a bit too powerful for them, but that won't be a problem when there's more corals in there that do like strong light. But of course I've got to wait a little bit longer before I can start putting those into the tank. As a complete surprise though, I've got some zoanthus polyps that were brown when I bought them, and they coloured up into eagle eyes, which I really wanted, and they're quite a well sought after variety. So the eagle eyes are really the only thing that's actively growing in the tank, and I can't help but think that that's because they're in a shady part of the tank and effectively behind a rock. The corals that do seem to be surviving the best are the ones that are in the shade, so I really think that the lights are too powerful for them at the settings that I've had them at. I'm currently running the soles at 60% this week, and I've noticed an improvement because I was running them at up to 80% before that, up until last week, so I might dial them down a bit more, which is obviously really easy to do given that I've got the AI controller. So some good news and some bad, but overall I'm really impressed with this build. Stability was very important, and I've certainly got that, and this is by far the quietest marine aquarium that I've ever had. I've added this video to the Ultimate Reef website in the hopes that people who are more experienced than me can take a look at it and hopefully make 1 or 2 suggestions if they think I'm doing something wrong. So basically that's it for now. I'll do another report in another 6 months when hopefully the tank will be a bit more interesting to look at. So that's it for the moment, so thanks for watching and bye for now.